in the blistering heat of Peru's southern desert. Thousands of lines stretch across the earth, perfectly straight, impossibly massive, and only visible from the sky. Some form animals, others geometric symbols. But here's the real mystery. The Nazca people had no aircraft and no way to see what they were drawing. So how and why did they do it? Was it for the gods or something not of this world? Discovered in the 1920s from above, the Nazca Lines are among the most puzzling creations of the ancient world. These are not small carvings. The hummingbird stretches 300 feet, the monkey, over 400. The spider, the condor, the hands, they're enormous, etched into the desert floor with precision that modern satellites still marvel at. But the deeper mystery isn't just what they are, it's how they were made and what they were meant to do. Let's start with the basics. The lines were created by the Nazca culture, which thrived between 200 BCE and 600 CE. They removed the reddish stones covering the desert's surface to expose the lighter ground beneath. No advanced tools, no heavy machinery, and yet their lines run straight for miles. But why create something you can't even see from the ground? Some researchers believe the lines were ritual pathways, walked during religious ceremonies. Others say they were astronomical markers, aligning with solstices or constellations. There's even evidence of aquifer mapping, a spiritual way of locating underground water in the driest desert on Earth. But then come the theories that go beyond. In the 1960s, Swiss writer Erich von Däniken proposed that the Nazca Lines were ancient landing strips for extraterrestrials. He pointed out the straight lines that cross for miles, the near-perfect figures, the high-altitude visibility, and asked, was someone watching from above? Of course, mainstream archaeologists reject this. But here's the thing. They still can't agree on a definitive answer either. And then it gets stranger. In 2020, researchers using AI discovered a new geoglyph, a cat previously invisible to the naked eye. Every year, more figures emerge from the dust. It's as if the Earth itself is slowly revealing messages that were hidden for centuries. And there's one more twist. Some of the lines are so old, they predate the Nazca themselves. Could they have been reusing a sacred site from an even older civilization? One whose memory has been erased by time? The Nazca Lines are a message, no doubt about that. But the question is, who are they for? For gods in the sky? For pilgrims on the ground? Or for us, centuries later, to rediscover and wonder? These aren't just shapes. They're echoes, whispers in stone from a culture that spoke in geometry, scale, and silence. And maybe the Nazca knew something we've forgotten, that sometimes the truest connection isn't made with words, but with wonder. If you feel drawn to these forgotten messages carved into earth, you're already part of the mystery. Subscribe to Secrets Beyond Time for more ancient puzzles, hidden wisdom, and questions the past refuses to answer. And tell me in the comments, what do you think the Nazca Lines were meant for? Are we just beginning to understand them, or were we never meant to? Because the desert remembers what we've tried to forget.